2. All right. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, peace, and salutations to my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom. This is going to be a quick lesson. It's not a quick video. It's not going to be very long. But, all right. This could be our last Passover. Okay, this could be our last Passover. And I pray that you, Akim Akwat, have a beautiful Passover. You know what I'm saying? Get your lamb, get your horseradish, herbs, wine. You know what I'm saying? Get chips, whatever. And I pray. Come on. Oh, sorry. All right, good. It's like I wanted to roll up the window and turn the car on. Just waiting for my mom to come out. That's all. But I pray that you, Akim, have a beautiful Passover, and I pray that you, brothers and sisters, stay in the spirit and make it through this Passover, make it through this time, because we're about to go into a serious time, and that is Jacob's trouble. Okay, Jeremiah 30:7. Okay, I know time like no other. Okay, it shall be like unto, what's it called? It shall be called Jacob's trouble, and he shall be saved out of it. Roughly paraphrasing. And who is that he, according to Jeremiah 30:7? Who is that individual that the scripture is speaking of? Is the elect. Okay, the elect are going to make it out of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and Jacob's trouble is going to be the worst time in human history. Far worse than 9/11, World War II, Vietnam, the Civil War. It's going to be the worst time in human history. And the reason why it's called Jacob's trouble, because you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians are going to be the main targets of these times, man. Okay. When you watch, I keep on using that show Invincible, man. When you watch that show Invincible, them Viltrumites, they went through an event called the Scourge Virus, okay, that wiped out most of their race, most of their whole people, man. And the Viltrumites represents the Israelites. But think about it, man. The Lord is about to bring, as it says, 2nd Esdras 15, verse 3 down to 5. He's going to bring war, famine, death, and destruction, man. Okay, upon you Israelites. All right, and a lot of the 2/3, they're going to perish because they are disobedient, they're wicked, and they're so wicked that they're no longer considered as Israelites. They're like unto beasts. They have no laws, no statutes and commandments. They worship the other gods, the heathens. But they are a people, but they're the worst of our people, man. And the majority of Israelites are going to die here in Babylon, as they should, because these niggas, man, they got to go, man. Okay, a lot of the northern kingdom, southern kingdom have to go, man. Because if y'all just continue to live, you just get worse and worse and worse. Okay? So the Lord's going to bring the scourge virus. He's going to bring pestilence, man. Okay? Mass death upon a lot of Israelites out here, to the point that you're going to think that so-called black people, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going extinct. Okay? You're going to think that so-called Seminole Indians, so-called African Americans, Mexicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans are going extinct. Okay? But that's okay, because the Lord reserved a 1/3. The Lord reserved a 1/3 of the nation of Yasharallah, man. Okay? They're elect. They're 33.3% that's going to survive in these times. Okay, and that's a small number compared to what the Most High, how many Israelites that the Most High is going to kill and destroy. That's a small number. We're going to be considered as an endangered. It's going to be like Jacob's. It's going to be. It's like in the time of Jacob's trouble, Jacob's going to be like an endangered species, man. Them Viltrumites, man, they went to they were so, it was about what, 50 of them left in the universe, and they were considered as an endangered species. But they represented the elect of Yasharallah. Okay, and the Lord is putting us through a what's it called, a bottleneck. Okay, when a species when a species or an animal or a species of animals, when so many of them died, like for example, a bottleneck is like this. If you have 1 million roosters or chickens, right? Let's just say 1 million, let's just say, let's just say 300 out of that 1 million survive. because a pestilence must have killed those chickens. Okay, a lot of the chickens died, but the 300 chickens, they survived because they have a what they'll call a natural selection to endure some sort of virus or plague that kill all those chickens. Now that's what called natural selection, because the chickens, that's the 300 chickens that survive, those 300 chickens that survive, they have a certain genetic, or they have a certain immunities that cause them to survive what killed most of the chickens in the barn, or in that in this analogy. Okay, but that's what they call natural selection. Okay, but the Lord is going to put us through divine election. I'm just using that as an example, and I hope I'm making sense. But the Lord is using this as divine election. See, this is not natural selection because you got the best genetics, the best eyes, the best hair, the best teeth, the best this, that, and the third. No, it's going to be divine election, man. Okay, the Lord is going to elect the small majority of his people, his men, the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, and a lot of brothers, we're not attractive, or some of us may not, some of us may be too big or too short, too tall, this, that, and the third, too skinny, too fat, whatever. But hey, through the Spirit, like it says in 1 Samuel, the Lord look at the inward man. Okay, the Lord look at the inward man. So hey, the elect, they're not going. Some of the elect not going to be the best looking, but hey, when we get them brand new bodies, we're going to be the most perfect, the most beautiful, the most gorgeous, the most superhuman beings on the planet Earth, man. The top tier race, man. The true Viltrumites, man. The Lord's going to alter our genetics. He's going to alter our bodies, and we're going to be receiving that brand new supernatural extraterrestrial body, man. That's what we want. And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, man, because I'm just waiting for my mom to come out. I want to make a short lesson, but that's what we want, man. It's those brand new bodies, man. A body's not made out of no more pain, no more headaches, no more toothaches, no more missing teeth, no more fucking migraines and back pain, no more coughing, sneezing, farting. You can get a brand new body, man, as according to 1 Corinthians 15 verse 40 down to 53, if I'm not mistaken, and Philippians 3:21, that we're going to get a glorious body like unto Yahushai. So we're going to just be like unto Yahushai. Maybe different shades of skin colors and hair colors, but we're going to get that we're going to have that same body, that brand new extraterrestrial body, man. Okay, and brothers, if you have maybe bald or fat, hey, don't worry about it, man. The Lord's going to augment you, man. He's going to change you into something far greater than anything that no man have ever seen. Okay, this is our last Pesach, man, and Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. So brothers, man, get your wine, get your food, get everything that you need, because things could change after. Something big always happens after Passover, and this might be our last, Lord's will, man. We don't know what's going to happen in these next couple upcoming months, but we know that we have our faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's the truth. Okay, that's the truth. And the Lord's going to put Jacob through a bottleneck. Okay, if you don't know what a bottleneck is, go on Google and type it in. Okay, to a point where, like I said earlier, a bottleneck is when a species nearly extinct, but somehow through a small group of that species, they explode and repopulate, basically. That's why I was using that analogy, like the chicken. If you have 1 million chickens, and a lot of those chickens die from, let's just say, a disease or a certain bacteria or through great pestilence or famine. But out of those 300 chickens, that's out of those 1 million chickens, there's 300 that survive because they have the best genetics or immunity. That's what's called natural selection. But like I said, the Lord's going to bring divine election, man. Okay, we're praying, and that's why brothers and sisters are praying that we're part of that divine election. Okay? Because, hey, man, you're going to see a lot of Jake drop like flies, man. A lot of our people not going to make it, and that's okay. They're not meant to make it, man. Only the elect can make it. Okay? Because a lot of our people, they're unclean, man. A lot of our people are just completely gone. They're no longer people, man. They're no longer people, man. They're just beasts. They're just like the heathens, man. See, the Lord gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments so that we won't be like the heathen. So we won't function like the heathen. So we won't eat the things that the heathens eat or worship the gods that the heathens worship, man. But Jake, they hard-headed, man. So a lot of Jake are going to die. A lot of Israelites are going to die, and that's okay. You just have to see a lot of you niggas, either the police force or a firefighter or the average nigga pulling on the, on the side, on the sidewalk, man, just walking down the street on the sidewalk. We won't have to see you niggas in the kingdom, man. Okay, because a lot of y'all are just off. A lot of y'all are just complete demons, man. And especially the men and the women of our nation. Okay? Especially the women of our nation. They got to go, man. Okay? I don't like talking about women on my channel like that. But, if the spirit want me to say something, hey, the spirit gonna let me roll with it, man. That's the topic that the spirit wants me to talk about. Then I'm gonna speak about it. But I really don't like talking about women. But a lot of our women have to go. They have to die, man. They just gonna have to come back to the loins of the elect. Cause y'all are way the fuck off, man. Complete demonic evil beings, man. But here's the thing: while a lot of our women are going to perish, there's gonna be a lot of Israelite women that's going to be saved. Okay, in these times. Because if they're part of the elect, hey, they're going to bear the children. They're going to carry the children of a man of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And that's a beautiful thing about it, man. Okay? You're not just carrying you're not bearing a child or pregnant by a man that's just a Tyrone or a JJ Raheem walking down the street smoking a Blackwood, not giving a fuck. No, you're carrying a child or you're pregnant by a man that has a connection to a divine God. That's the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in this truth. They have a close connection with the extraterrestrial power, man. Okay? Hey, that's beautiful, man. 414 back at the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, we have a divine close connection to the Most High, man. Mainly to Yahweh Shai. Everybody going to church, worshiping Jesus and Allah and Buddha, not knowing they worshiping false gods. Those gods are not calling on you. They're not calling your name. They're not. They don't even speak. They don't even exist. But us as men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we pray to a God. We worship a God that actually exists and that's breathing, a living God. Okay, a living God, man. And that is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And a lot of women are out here, in these times of Jacob's trouble, they're going to see that. They're going to see that the men that they saw in the highways and hedges when they rejected are actually the prize. The nigga with the Hellcat, the nigga with the nice fade, the nice hairline, with the nice jewelry and chains, they ain't going to make it, man. These beauty salon niggas, they not going to make it, man. They just going to have to die here. A lot of these rapper niggas that women will run over head and heels for, they're all going to die. These Drewski niggas, all right, these, what's that dreadhead nigga? Drewski and, that dreadhead nigga that be with Kai Snap all the time. I forgot his name. I think that's named Drew. I think I got them mixed up. All right, but let me see. I'm gonna check it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I can't think of the name. Shalakia. Yeah, I can't think of the name. Shalakia. Akim Aqua. But damn, what was that nigga's name, man? Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. There we go, Shalakia. Nigga name is Duke Dennis. I have to check it up. But yeah, a lot of niggas like that, Duke Dennis, are gonna die here in Babylon the Great, man. I said Drewski, I meant Duke Dennis. Okay? Bitches be screaming his name, Duke Dennis! Hey, can I get your Instagram? Hey, all that shit gonna be done away with, man. A lot of niggas like that archetype of a dreadhead nigga with grills in his teeth with tattoos, they all gonna fucking die, man. And I'm not saying that to be just rude. It's just, that's according to the scriptures. Zechariah 13:8. All right? The 2/3 of my people, all right, shall be cut off, man. But the third shall be left therein. Roughly paraphrasing. These niggas gotta go, man. They have to perish. Jake just gotta go. Jake is so gone that the only way to cure them, the only way to help them is put their asses to kill them. Put their asses to sleep, man. They're like a sick dog. You know, if you have a sick dog that's mentally deranged and ill, you gotta put his ass down before he do something far worse, man. And that's what And that's what these 2/3 niggas are. They just sick dogs, man. Keisha, Tyrone, JJ, all these niggas are sick dogs. They can't see the future. Not ain't just 2/3. Hey, the people, period, in Babylon the Great, they can't see. What was it, Proverbs 29 and I believe it's Proverbs 19. When there's no vision, the people perish. When people have no vision or have no form of sight or optimism of the future, they can't see the future, man. All they can see is Walmart, all right, the parking authority, okay, they go to fucking Target, get their fucking salmon sticks and whatever, man, chicken wings. They can't see that the world that they're living in America, Babylon the Great, is not progressing, it's degressing. Technology is not progressing, it's progress on the left-hand side, but it's not going to be a brand new different iPhone with a whole complete different iPhone that made by Steve Jobs. No, you're getting the same fucking iPhone, but another just add one more camera. That's it. It's the same shit, just with 4 cameras, man. See, even the technology here, the music, okay, the food, everything is degressing. Isaiah 24, verse 7 to 11. The mirth of the land is gone. There's no wine in the streets, man. So I'm gonna end off here, man. Okay, shalom.